Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Think and Grow podcast with your host,
Dr. Z.
and Professor P. Today, we have a very special guest with us, Mr. Elliott Rashed. And I met Elliott 2-3 years ago. And at that time, you were working your regular 9 to 5 job as an engineer. And since that time, your life has taken on quite significant adventure. So, why don't you start us off with where you would like to start our audience listening to your story?
Awesome. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. And I'm really grateful to be here. So, when I got started, I actually, got started in the engineering industry. I found that that was something that I didn't really want to stick with long term because sitting in an office for me and feeling kind of stuck, like a little bit less freedom, like that was kind of hard for me. So the reason that I also wanted to go outside of just a normal like 9 to 5 and create freedom in my life was also because I've had, some significant health challenges in my past. It really defined like, hey, I want to be outside of the normal. I want to do something that matters with my life.
Yeah.
And, when I was a senior in high school, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a
Wow.
form of cancer. And so, right then and there, going through that, I was like, I'm close to dying. I need to live the best life that I can.
Exactly.
And so, going into, college and then learning about the workforce, I was like, okay, this is all right, but how can I expand on that? So, we started a drone company. So we did aerial photography, videography with my friends from there. And then we found out that working with friends was kind of difficult. We found out that, we knew nothing about business. We're barely paying the bills with that. And so we kind of broke apart. And from there, I was like, what should I do? I'm still
Yeah.
working. What else can I do? And I discovered affiliate marketing to start learning marketing and sales skills in 2018. And that's when I really got started. It took me about 10 months to build my first funnel. A funnel is like an online website sales process that takes someone through a journey of learning and helping them make a buying decision. So it took me 10 months to build my first funnel. And I finally was able to generate my first sale online, October of 2018. It was $59, and
Nice.
it became real. And then I've gone on to, a few months later, generate a $4,500 sale in one
Wow.
day.
Nice.
And since then, I've been having, $4,000 weeks, $5,000 weeks, even up until this year, $12,000 weeks,
Nice.
utilizing the skills that I learned. And so now I'm also helping other people, make changes in their life and be able to travel and go
Yeah.
from there.
Cool. Just one question. So, did you build this funnel from scratch? Was it like a Russell Brunson thing, the click funnels? What was that like for you?
So at the time, I did invest in a training, and the company at the time was called AWOL, Another Way of Life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Since then, they've completely, changed. But there were some provided funnels, but I was in charge of figuring out how to do it. Like what path do I go? What funnel do I use? How do I get people to the funnel? So I had to learn all that. And, almost every week I wanted to quit, of course. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so difficult. But with everything, when you start off new, it's going to have that feeling.
Yeah.
But yeah, I learned my biggest friend now that I learned from, his name is Keala Kanai. And his name Keala literally means the pathway, which is kind of funny. So I learned a lot from him, and that made a big difference in my life because he told it like it was. He said, it's not get rich quick. Like, that's what everything is being promoted online nowadays, is get rich quick. It's like, there's going to be challenges. Truthfully, the problems in business, the problems that you're solving in business are only going to become greater because now you're, growing. And when you grow, the problems are going to become greater. And how can you, personally in your personal development, be able to solve those problems without feeling stressed or,
Right.
breaking down? So that was a big like aha moment for me that, yeah, this route's going to be hard, but I I want to do it. It's going to be fulfilling for me.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
So I have a question. What got you? Do you remember how you're like, oh, affiliate marketing? Sounds interesting. I think I'll give that a try. Can you expand on that a little more as to how you decided or the process you chose to, go down that path?
Yeah. So I actually saw a video online from Kayala, and
Hmm.
he explained how it worked. You can become an affiliate of Best Buy, you can
Hmm.
become an affiliate of Amazon and Nordstrom, all these different places. He showed exactly how to do it. And I
Hmm.
was like, whoa. Basically, what an affiliate is I can promote other people's products
Hmm.
and generate a commission on that if someone makes
Sure.
a purchase. And
Hmm.
so it's really great starting out to be an affiliate, because then you're not fulfilling on the product. You don't have to design or come up with any products. And
Yeah.
that allows you as an individual to really just focus on the marketing skills and business skills without having to put all of the, wearing all those hats of like fulfilling, designing a product and everything like that. So
You're becoming an extension of that company, so to speak. Really?
yeah, definitely. And I'm starting to create my own companies now too. So
Okay.
that's been really great. So I'm happy to I'd love to share about that too at some
Yeah,
point.
definitely. That's what I was wondering. I mean, how do you go from just from being an affiliate marketer, which a lot of people do that and make millions,
Yeah.
but they just kind of stay in that lane. But it seems like you're reaching out, you're doing some training, some development, some coaching. So talk a little bit about that, helping other people kind of do what you do.
Yeah. So especially as an affiliate, I started out by helping other people really. Like this
Hmm.
is, the I just want to share that, I've tried also like those network marketing companies,
Hmm.
and those never worked well for me. I don't know if you've ever been recruited for Amway when I was in college. Hey, let's go.
I was an Amway gal.
Yeah. It's like I just remember being like, "Hey, are you open to other opportunities?" In college. I'm like, "What is this?" And that just never seemed right to me. I remember telling the Amway coach like, this I want to create my own thing. I don't want to,
Mm,
you know, do this.
Hmm.
And that's where I felt like affiliate marketing helped me start creating my own thing, because I was able to create my own brand called
Yeah.
Freelance
okay.
Leadership. And I was able to promote what I wanted to promote, because there's so many different options in the affiliate space.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what I found out quickly was if you're promoting one time sale type products, your
Hmm.
income can become very inconsistent, because
Mm,
it's like one month I'll make $59, the next month 4,500, the next month
Yeah.
zero, next month 300. And
okay.
so I started teaching and focusing on monthly recurring revenue affiliate products. So like
Hmm.
software tools, health, nutrients, protein, things that can create a monthly income.
Hmm.
Okay.
And throughout that affiliate teaching, I figured out like I was helping people for free. People
Mm.
would reach out to me because whenever you get recognized in an affiliate community, like top affiliate, winning affiliate contests,
Hmm.
people reach out to you, hey, really cool that I saw, your success as an affiliate. I need help. Can you help me? And so
Yeah.
Mm,
for an entire year, I was helping people for free. And people are reaching out to me on Messenger. Yeah, let's hop on Zoom. We'll figure it out. And my business began to plateau, even decay. Like my revenue decayed, because now I'm focusing on everyone else's business instead of
Right.
mine. So I
oh,
had to figure out, okay, how can I charge for my time? Like, sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that for free.
Yeah.
And it started out with, $20 a month subscription to my group coaching.
Hmm.
I tried doing one-on-one coaching and found out that like, wow, I cannot scale that because my time
Right.
is limited.
Hmm.
And so throughout these trial and error things, I was like, how can I really help someone, and actually as many people as possible? And there's typically two big paths. The first one is like one-on-one coaching, And then
Mhm.
the second one is through a course, like a pre-made video
Right.
course.
Okay.
Here's the thing about that. There's three key elements in courses like that. One is client success.
Mhm.
The next one is scalability,
Mhm.
and then time. I'm sorry, cost.
Mm.
So if we think about it, if you have a course, the cost of it can be low. It'll be low.
Right.
The scalability is much higher because you can have as many people going through that course.
Yeah.
And then the client success is low because they don't have accountability.
Mm.
Now, if
Yeah.
we look at one-on-one coaching, the cost you can charge a high fee for that. The scalability low,
Right.
and client success is high. So, how do we create uh, a better result? With those things. Well, we combine them. We make it a hybrid model.
Right.
So we have a community. We have a core curriculum with the most important core topics, and then a group weekly coaching call, so that people can learn from each other, and also we can all like learn together. Because if I tell someone one on one, okay, we're going to do this, this, and this, they're going to be able to do that, but then I'd have to repeat that every single time. Now on a group call, if I share that same process,
Way more
now
efficient.
at the same time I can share that with 1,000 people and
Yep.
have 1,000 people implement for the same time.
Yeah.
So that's a model that's scalable. And
Right.
so in my first basically company outside of affiliate marketing, that's what we created, is a coaching program with
Okay.
those components.
Yeah. So how much is your course, and when can we sit down and have a discovery call?
Well, so right now our course is a lifetime. We're doing lifetime,
Yep.
Mm.
2,997.
Okay.
Mhm.
And the thing about lifetime, and the thing we do differently on those group calls, we also offer one-on-one coaching, but as a group.
Okay.
So we
Yeah.
call it the hot seat. So
Yep. Yep.
the number one problem people getting stuck in their business is like, I don't know what direction to take, or I'm stuck just watching training and not implementing. So
Mm.
to solve that and improve client success, we have the ability for people to come on the hot seat, and we actually help them like take action and move forward.
Now, are
uh,
these affiliate marketers predominantly, or do you have different business models that you coach to?
we do have different business models, but coming into it, mostly affiliate marketers, beginners. And we kind of, some people have affiliate marketing experience, but we kind of help them work on their affiliate marketing experience, but take them to the next level of creating their own offers as well.
Mm.
So for example, if someone wants to create a course community on teaching like flying drones or playing music or meditation, health,
Or a
we
self-care 101 masterclass. What's really important to you?
exactly. Right, that like we help people create communities like that, and then
Mm.
create a monthly subscription. In the future, our course is going to be a monthly and yearly fee. We're just, since we're just like expanding, we used to charge $20 a month, $30 a month,
Mhm.
and we got to $500 lifetime, $1,000 lifetime. Now we've
Mhm.
jumped to 3,000 lifetime. So we're just learning how to create more value for folks, actually create client success, and how to um, charge more. Because when you charge more, you can create a better experience and create better results for clients, and also
Yeah.
attract the proper clients too.
So can we do a live on air, so to speak? We've got the self-care 101 masterclass. What's really important to you, right? To the people that we're serving. Can we talk a little bit about that now? Are you comfortable with doing that, just to give people an idea of, pull that curtain back a little bit to give them an idea of some of what they could expect if they do a discovery call with you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. So where would we start? Because we're chomping at the bit. We're doing the what's the word I'm looking for? We're doing some case studies currently, and oh my God, we are so fired up. The adrenaline is pumping through us because people are like, man, I'm so glad I came to this call today. So we know it's gold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Elliot, when we worked together too, I was just starting out. So that's kind of what I wanted you to get into also is how do you
Right.
start people? Because obviously we don't have a background in marketing.
Right.
Got it. Yeah. And by
Yeah.
the way, I worked with Dr. Z, and she provided me some health results, and it was really good. Now that was more of a one-on-one type thing. So how
Yeah.
can we expand that into, providing a growth impact or a larger impact? So
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
wi- I'll share. I think it would be most helpful just to share what we're doing right now,
Okay.
Okay.
and then in terms of like business process, and it can maybe feel a little overwhelming at first, because I
Sure.
certainly felt overwhelmed knowing that I would need help to grow
Mhm.
our vision. So the biggest thing I know creating a vision and a legacy with helping people is to build a team of
Mm.
Mm,
folks who are inspired with the same vision
Yeah.
and have their individual skill sets that they're passionate about. Like, you're all about health,
yeah.
and on, when you work towards building your team, you'd want to have someone who's passionate about the marketing side then, because
Mm,
Hmm.
they're going to be able to help with that on the team.
yeah.
Um, so typically it's marketing, and then you've got fulfillment on your product. There's also, of course, all that, the accounting, handling that, and
Yeah.
things like that. But the way our process works is we're utilizing paid Facebook advertising
Hmm.
Mm,
and affiliate referrals.
Mm.
So when folks basically refer us, we
Hmm.
we give them basically a free preview of what our training is like
Mm.
through a Facebook group. And so we're just with our Facebook ads, we're generating Facebook group members.
Okay.
So now we know that people who are in this group are specifically interested in what we have to offer,
Yeah.
okay.
because our group is called FAM, Freelance Alliance Mastermind, but FAM is like family in a way.
Yeah. I love
And
it.
then it's monthly recurring revenue for affiliate marketers.
Mm.
So
Mm,
we're attracting that type of client. So you want to think about, who do I want to work with? And I would suggest creating a Facebook group. It works really well.
Hmm.
And I think you do have one
yeah, we do.
already.
We have a
We have
couple.
one. We
And
are in the process. I've been mulling it, right? So it goes in the percolator. It's percolating. It's the local link Milwaukee. I started out originally, I wanted networking, and then kiboshed by um,
COVID.
the COVID deal. So now I'm thinking we're gonna rename it something.
Yeah,
We just
which
haven't gotten there yet. We got so much going on right now. This podcast is taking a
yeah,
lot of time and energy. So, but
which
eventually we'll get there.
which actually goes back to, yeah, like what are typical client struggles? Because we're very passionate,
If
both
you couldn't
myself,
tell.
oh
Dr.
yeah.
C. We're very passionate, and we have gone out. That's how I met you at a networking event. So we love
Mhm.
going and networking and meeting people, and we have our Facebook group, and yet it still feels like there's a bit of a disconnect.
Okay. I think that it so if I can, I'll complete the big picture process
Okay.
Hmm.
and then go into like that disconnect and figure out a little bit more about how you could improve your business. So just to get the full picture here, so we have clients going to the Facebook group. We do a live stream every week,
Hmm.
create just like strategic content, meaning
Mm,
like why you need a mastermind group, why it's important to create monthly recurring revenue instead of one-time sales. So in your case,
Hmm.
think about health things, why it's important to utilize this type of health. And then from there, typically we have people comment on the live streams or have a call to action saying, hey, want to work with us? Create a clarity, type the word clarity or excited. And we reach out to them on Facebook Messenger, book a call, and then
okay.
we have a phone call with them that's more of like 15 minutes of, let me learn about you, where you're at, how I can help. And if it
Hmm.
seems like a good fit, I'll share that we have our lifetime training program with the hot seats is the thing we do different,
Yeah.
creating monthly recurring revenue. Then we can send them to our checkout page and to our community, which is built on Skool, Skool. It's
Hmm.
probably one of the best platforms. It's $99 a month, but
Hmm.
it's and I have a discount link to it, but it's so much clearer and effective because
Hmm.
they build in gamification to it, and
Mm.
you can utilize like uh, we make videos with Loom, Loom,
Hmm.
for our like course and just like sharing the community, and people are ranking up on the leaderboard when they comment, when they get likes on their posts
Mm.
and comments, so it
Mm.
engages the community, and
Oh.
we can unlock different courses based on when they rank up. um,
Mm.
and there's a
Wow.
calendar. It's just very clean. It
Yeah.
costs less than other platforms, like Kajabi is a big
Right.
one. They
Yeah.
cost a lot. Um,
Yeah.
things like that. So we definitely recommend the Skool ecosystem
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
that, and you can automate like unlocking courses based on what level clients are at and things like that.
Oh,
So
nice.
Wow.
Nice.
that's
Bro, that is freaking brilliant.
Yeah. Do you help with the gamification, or it's already
I
in
love that.
there?
it's already in there. We can, but we do, when we set it up, need to select like what's the gamification names. So we kind of had like fun with it, and we start off with like beginner. We go into contributor, action taker, builder, producer. But
Oh.
our we talk about fam in our
Mm.
case. So then when they get to the higher levels, 6, 7, 8, and 9, we'd like fam master, grand master, the goat, which is the greatest of all time, and then the wizard. So it's like when people get to that
Nice.
level of like, okay, now I'm making six figures, they're
Yeah.
gonna, by the
Yeah.
time they get to level 9, they should be at six figures.
Can you expand on gamification? Because if you're an old dude like me, you might have that might have went vroom over your head, and now you're thinking, what does he mean by that gamification thing?
Yeah.
I think you're incorporating, and I got it at first though. I was like the old guy that's like, what does he mean by this game? How did he do that?
Well, we live in an attention economy, and we
Yeah.
used to have our fulfilled product in a separate members Facebook group, but there's so many bells and whistles there that people get distracted. All those little
Mhm.
likes, they don't complete the course.
Yeah.
So we had to move because people's attention span were gone, and that's
Mm.
where gamification comes in. Like, I know that younger, teenagers, I hear from my fiance, are just playing video games all day. And why
Yeah.
is that? Because the games are designed to give you this like I guess a dopamine boost for just winning like coins or winning,
Right. Right.
ranking up. Every game usually has like some sort of rank where it's like,
Mm.
wow, I just made it to,
Yeah.
the silver level. Now I'm reaching towards gold. So they're always trying to reach to the next
Yeah.
level. And that creates a desire to keep going.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
Yeah.
so gamification helps people stay focused on, you know, whatever the game is, and
Yeah.
Hmm.
keep their attention there. But also it helps um, in a business world, technically, drive sales because they're
Yeah.
wanting to buy more. They buy more to rank up, and then they're wanting to stick with that company because they're getting so much mental brain rewards
Yeah.
from that
Yeah.
rank. So in
So
our case, we want folks to create amazing, valuable content. So our community, when people are in there, they're learning, they're growing. And so we reward folks for being the highest
yeah.
on the leaderboard. So each month we're giving away Amazon gift cards
Mm.
for the folks that are like highest ranked. But
Mhm.
also they just get, even without that, it's like at a certain level they unlock the next level course. So it's
Yeah.
Mhm.
like we're still incentivizing it. Um, and really the goal here is to uh, make sure that our community is thriving, and it's not just like no comments, no nothing here in this type of case.
So talk more about how this whole incredible business model you guys have developed, how did it kind of evolve, reveal itself?
Yeah, because starting out with a funnel, but now you've really dialed that in, how to take people through the funnel.
Mm,
Yeah. So, I mean, as an affiliate, it really came down to driving people through a funnel and then following up with our email list. So we're just emailing every single day with our
mm,
different offers. Now, expanding on that, it's like I find fulfillment on helping people and getting people to engage. So, um, I kind of we I have a business partner, and initially we had just a free mastermind group
mhm,
called Freelance Leaders, and it was a small group, maybe 20 people, and
mhm,
that was in like 2019. And we saw that when we taught, we could create client success from
mm,
there, because the people that are in there are now running uh, affiliate programs on the back end of this $100 million company. You know, they're now running that. They're every
wow,
single month they're they're teaching thousands of people through Zoom. And these are the folks that we had taught in our free group.
wow,
And so they've gone on to, you know, be leaders and teachers in this $100 million company. And we were like, wow, I think what we have is valuable here. So
yeah,
how
Yeah.
can we now get paid to do that?
you're right,
So that's what led us down to like, okay, how do we expand on this? And
yeah,
uh, from there, it was like, well, how do we get clients? Like
yeah,
that's going to be hard. And how do we like fulfill on this? So we just started. We're like, okay, we know we can do a weekly call.
mhm,
So now, how do we get people to pay for that weekly call?
Mm.
okay,
And so there's a software called Stripe. It's a merchant account.
mhm,
And so we can create like subscriptions, payment links. So we just started like, hey, we're starting this mastermind group, create a post on social media saying we opened it up. And from there, we just kind of bare bones beta tested it. You
mhm,
don't need all this fancy software funnels to
yeah,
beta test your program.
yeah,
And we were like, hey, we're going to be generating we're going to be creating these additional like courses. So we started the beta test in the Facebook group in 2021.
mhm,
And the beta test is basically we have a free Facebook group so people can find it organically and get
mhm,
people in there. Then in our free Facebook group, we create posts saying, hey, we're starting this beta test. You know, who wants to be the first people to work with us?
yeah,
And we, you know, either get on the phone or on Facebook Messenger, give them the link to the Stripe payment. When they
yeah,
make the payment, we just add them to the members group, and
mhm,
then there's a Zoom link. There's a post that says every single week this is the time and the Zoom link where we go live, and then we go
mm,
live.
mm,
Once we launched, then we're like, okay, I know we need to, you know, create some like course curriculum. And in a Facebook group, there is the social learning tab or guides.
mm,
So you
mhm,
can kind of create a guide in there. It's pretty clunky. We found that not a lot of people go through it because they get distracted on Facebook.
yeah,
But we found that when we streamed live into the Facebook group too, it automatically saved the recordings, and it was great because people could
mm,
go in there. Excuse me. But then we were like, our clients aren't getting the best results here. So
mhm,
by being able to raise our price, we were able to invest in that school community software
mm,
and Loom, which is school is 99 a month. Loom is like $89 a year, I believe.
okay,
Oh, okay.
wow,
And from there, we were able to add all of our members, the new members at the launch into the school platform. It went nuts because people are like, wow, this is so cool. Like, it's so much cleaner than Facebook. And it just evolved. I guess it's almost like if you have an idea, it can be daunting up front,
yeah,
but throughout one with coaching, you can get there way faster.
yeah,
But two, if you stick with it, you're gonna find the path to make it happen. You know that you want to create something, don't know how, but you'll start to learn little bits, little ideas, little things, and implement those little things, and eventually it evolves into this awesome thing. But it
Mm.
takes, you know, patience and time, sometimes coaching.
yep,
And I think that we got coaching as well, We
Yeah.
implemented like the Facebook group from a Facebook coach. We
Mhm.
implemented the school community from, word of mouth and friends showing
Yeah.
us like, oh, hey, this is what's working for me. And that's really how it evolved. We took bits and pieces there. I want to say that the only way to fail is to give up. And when you have
Right.
that mentality, you're going to continue to develop. And, if you want to be an affiliate, if you want to run Facebook ads for clients and learn how to run Facebook ads, you can do it. If you want to create your own school community, you can
Yeah.
do it. And I mean, for 99 bucks a month, you can easily charge, 20 bucks a month to start for your community. 5
Mhm.
people is covering your overhead.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, it's a great way to start. And, you know, just to expand a little more, we started teaching, how to not only create your community, but you can run Facebook ads for clients and charge like 1,200 a month retainer. Not only that, we were a big fan of travel hacking because initially my freelance leadership brand was all about travel. The reason I got into this is so I could work from anywhere in the world
Yeah.
and be able to travel. So with utilizing credit card travel programs for the same purchases we're making on advertising, on business tools, on
Yeah.
food, we're generating these travel points.
Hmm.
Well, as a business running Facebook ads for other people, we can charge $2,000 a month. $800 goes towards the client's ad spend.
Mm.
1,200 is the retainer, and that $800 is gonna create 4 times the points on travel points.
Wow.
Wow.
So if we do the math with 5 clients, that's about $6,000 a month retainer. And then 800 times 4 is 3,200.
Yeah.
Mm.
And so you're getting times 5 clients,
Wow.
that's over 10,000 points a month,
Yeah.
which that's how people fly first class for free.
Yeah. Okay.
you
Wow.
know?
Yeah.
So with that, I also want to mention when it comes to running Facebook ads, a lot of it is AI and automated. So when
Mm.
it comes
Oh,
to managing your client's ad account, it's like maybe one client is maybe 1 hour a week of work
wow.
when you get to the brunt of it. So that's why we teach that, right?
Yep.
It's that's one model of monthly recurring revenue on top of affiliate tools. And if with Facebook ads, your client needs some of these affiliate tools, so you're generating affiliate commissions
Mm.
plus the Facebook ads, and then social media marketing also has affiliate tools associated with it, where you can create an entire year's worth of content for a client and let it automate itself throughout the entire year. So you spend a few days doing that, and you can charge a monthly rate of over 1,000 for that, plus the affiliate commission on the tool to create the calendar. So these are the things we teach inside of our
Wow.
community, and that's the development of. I know it's a long-winded answer there, but
No, that's awesome.
yeah,
Oh,
Bro, I got to tell you, you are generating a term that I coined.
gosh.
You are generating compound intellectual interest. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. It just
yep.
keeps ringing. With that said, though, how are you guys managing the growth? What does your team look like today compared to when it started? How many team members you currently have? Has it put any adversity on you guys in terms of growing the company?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a great question, and um, one moment. So the um the team today looks like this, and this is the stage where we're at for scaling. We're preparing to be able to scale, because for me to myself do all the sales, the fulfillment,
Mm-hmm.
the funnel building, running the ads, that becomes a lot of work,
Yeah.
Yes.
especially because sales calls take 30 minutes each,
Right.
sometimes more. And there's people who, believe it or not, are on sales calls 10 hours a day, back
Wow.
to back to back to back.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And so I enjoy the sales. I enjoy helping people, learning about people, but
Mm-hmm.
I want to move away from that. Instead of working in the business, I
Mm-hmm.
want to work on the business. So that's why
Yeah.
I
Right.
need a team.
Yep.
So we have now we have an official sales closer. So that was really important
Wow.
to find someone who is going to just, message people on Facebook or have a Calendly calendar that we keep feeding with the ads and stuff
Yeah.
in our Facebook group to manage all those calls. And then eventually we're going to be growing that sales team with more folks.
Yeah.
Mm,
Now, typically the way sales works is there's a setter call and then you have the official closer.
Hmm.
So right now we just started with a closer, meaning we have someone taking the calls and just going direct to, the membership. But
Hmm.
a setter is a shorter call, 5-10 minutes, to make sure that the person's qualified for the closer.
Yeah.
So it optimizes the conversion rate.
okay.
Mm.
So right now we're learning how to implement setters. And so we've got one closer, and I've got 3 other team members who are interested in sales and setting. But
Hmm.
the other 3 team members are doing labor.
Mm.
Labor being creating social media posts, uploading recordings,
Hmm.
creating email marketing campaigns, running Facebook ads.
Yeah.
So those 3 folks are considered labor.
Hmm.
And then from there, me and my partner, we're mainly doing training, following up with members in the community.
Yeah.
There's other labor tasks like welcoming people into the groups and things like that. So I'll be just real transparent. Um, we had to discover that we can't spend 60% on labor because we were. So we then created flat fees
Hmm.
for our contractors. So they're generating, a certain amount each month, a kind of model where it's a flat fee plus bonuses based on the type of work or their quality of work. So if we have a post that creates a ton of engagement, bonus. If we have an
Mm,
Hmm.
email that's like, wow, this actually generated like 3 clients from that email, they get a bonus. You know what I
Wow.
mean?
nice.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that creates what? Gamification in a
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, I mean, that's all we have on our team right now. And I know that we're going to eventually build a little bit more on the fulfillment side and sales side, but we're going very slow
Hmm.
Mm,
because slow is smooth, smooth is
Yep.
fast.
Yep.
And we want to make sure we don't break our entire community or something if we have too many clients at once.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that our clients are still getting results. So we're still tweaking our training, helping our current clients get results to figure out how can we get our clients the best results, and then we're going to be able to tweak our trainings at scale so that when we have 1,000 people in our community, they'll also be able to get results the best way possible. So I feel like there's more to answer, but that's all I have right now.
well, yeah, because you talk about scale, which is important, but do you have a vision even beyond that? Like, do you see a new direction or other growth opportunities maybe that you're considering?
Yes, absolutely. So we continue to invest in ourselves. So we invested 12,000 to get our own coaching
Okay.
um, when it comes to growth, and we're always investing so that we can also bring what we learn back to the community and grow.
Mhm.
Right. I think that's just the meaning of life right now, is just to grow,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's why I love the name of your podcast. And so when it comes to that, our vision has been evolving. We the biggest things we're working towards is allowing our clients to uh, go beyond their goals and be able to make 6 figures almost with leverage skills or
Mhm.
passively.
Mm,
Along with that's our 3K program. We
Mhm.
want to create what's called a super backend program, where it's like people get even more coaching, high touch experience.
Mhm.
And we're kind of leading in the direct, there's talks of this, we're leaning in the direction of a mansion mastermind. So we rent out a mansion, and
Nice.
then we get like a bunch of people there, and we really create an awesome experience that's live. And
Wow.
when you instead of just virtual having a live experience, it's not necessarily super profitable, but it's
Yeah.
really great for the clients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's in our vision,
Yeah.
along with
Love that.
giving back to causes. We want to donate a percentage of our revenue towards causes, and then also provide um, full-time salaries for our team in the future.
Nice.
I got to
So
tell you, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I love the mansion idea because I think whether you realize it or not, I've been doing so much research and playing to my strengths, but I think that is going to create so much community for you and your clients.
Yeah.
That's going to be a mega mastermind is what I envision,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, that's really cool, and it's great for everyone to get social media, photos and enhance
Yeah.
their business too.
For
But
sure.
Yeah.
I'd love to talk about, if there's still time, a
Yeah. Yeah.
little
We
bit
got
about
time.
your business and how we can get into your next steps.
Yeah, so our primary focus is you talked a little bit about your C word. I don't tell my story a lot. I snip clip it in there every once in a while, but for me, we're both cancer survivors, okay, right off the bat. Then as I said to you don't know anybody that has had that lived from a pancreatic tumor, do you? And you said no, and I'm like, yeah, I already knew that answer because I
Yep.
poll everybody and nobody. I have yet to find anybody. So there's that. Then there's the open heart surgery, and on and on and on. So self care is really, in terms of clarity. I was asking you about clarity earlier. Clarity is really evolved for the both of us, and it's all the self care 101 masterclass. What's important to you is I love that whole name and the theme and tie the question in there because that's where our passions lie is helping others, and the rubber hits the road there because we've lived it. It's our wheelhouse, it's our expertise and all of that. So it's just figuring out, like you said, the video courses, some of the online or some of the in-person coaching. I don't have time to do all of that. Zelda would like to do more of that. She loves doing it. So it's a matter of figuring out how are we going to put this equation all together. Does that help?
Hmm.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think also too, like you, because obviously I'm a physician and I still work part time, but just having that freedom, like you said, even geographical freedom. Time was really the most important thing
Exactly.
for me. And then also just I think we all have very nurturing, we're caregivers, we care about people, but learning how to put ourselves, put that oxygen mask on first, and not just continually give, and then almost to the point where it's difficult to receive.
Yeah.
And so those are part of some of the things that I think are really important, and that it's so easy to pass over on this pathway that, we're all climbing the ladder of success. And sometimes you get to the top and you're like, whoa, this isn't really what I thought it would be, or
Yeah.
dealing with that disappointment and then really coming back to self and what is most important to you.
Yeah. I love that. And I just had an idea too. It's like, it's not only just people with health, like there's going to be business owners that are struggling with that because they're so focused on business
Yeah.
that they let go of their self-care and then they crash and burn.
Right.
So
Marriages, relationships. Yeah.
yeah, all those things. So when it comes to being able to balance in terms of your you know passions and sharing with people, I really feel going forward that when it comes, I feel like that group coaching model would be great. Being able to
Mhm.
Yeah.
have group coaching, but like Dr. Z, you like to do more one-on-one.
Yeah.
Well, you can charge uh, for people in your community a discounted rate for one-on-one. Be like, hey, you get this special rate or this special bonus or exclusive access first,
Yeah.
and you can still do those one-on-ones as a bonus. For example, I just did a bunch of review calls for my clients, and I
Okay.
said,
Mhm.
okay, you've been with us for a while, I haven't seen you on the hot seat or anything, what's going on? And I was able to charge an extra $97 for a
Mm.
30-minute call, And then I also partnered with a uh, leadership challenge called the T30 Challenge, and they got that T30 Challenge for free
Mm,
Oh, wow.
as a personal development bonus. So I'm
mm,
helping them with skill set, but also we get this bonus T30. So you can do that as, you know, in addition to your community, you can charge other things
Yeah.
on
yeah,
top of that. And those are the people that are going to routinely continue to purchase.
you're right.
Nice.
So I feel like in terms of what you're working on sharing with the world, following a similar model would be very, very helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any specific questions that you have about that?
No, I think my biggest thing, which is helpful doing it with Patrick, doing the two, doing it together, because I tend to not be as outgoing.
Hmm.
And so I think, yeah, if you can have the best product in the world, but if nobody knows about
Yeah.
it, then
Good luck.
who are you really helping? And so I know that has been the biggest challenge for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it. So I feel like from a next steps action, if I were you, what I would do is I would enhance your Facebook group, come up with a title that is very clear about what
Yeah.
you're
Okay.
about,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
who you want to work with. So,
Sure.
for example, you have your brand name, whatever it is, and then put a vertical line and put uh, what you do for people, like
Yeah.
self care for, and then who are the people
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
who's your audience you want to target.
Yeah.
Self care for struggling business owners
Yeah.
or burned out business owners. Self care. You mentioned another audience.
Professionals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
professionals, things like
Healthcare.
that.
Yeah.
And that way, it's if you think about it, Facebook, when it comes to a Facebook group, is a search engine. So
Hmm.
when
Right.
people are looking for self-care, your group will pop up and they'll be able to find it faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be able to know what it's about. And then I would also check out your membership questions in the Facebook group and
Okay.
say, number one, what do you want to learn about specifically with self care? And you might have two different directions. And then you can learn about what people are really interested in. And then you can make the content of your group based on what your audience is interested in. So
That's
you're
true.
getting data to determine
Yeah.
what's going to be the best for my audience. Question number two is like, what's your best email address?
Yeah.
And then question number three is phone number,
Mm.
or, something along the lines of that. And I'm happy to share my group membership questions with you guys. Just,
Okay.
Sure.
let me know. I have to pull it up. But then you can keep track of that and you'll have a list of leads
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
and there's a way to automate it. We use a software called GroupKit. When you approve that member to the group, all their data goes into the CRM
Oh,
and it
nice.
automatically links it. Like if you use MailChimp or something,
Yeah.
it automatically links that email that they put in there to MailChimp. And then
Okay.
you
Yeah.
can create an
Nice.
automated campaign that runs for your group. So
Super.
that's what I would do first. And then from there, you can in the group message people
Yeah.
Yeah.
and share them, your one-on-one current offers. Once you get that kind of dialed in, I would then maybe expand into optimizing that school community and
Yeah.
start working
Yeah.
on a group coaching kind of thing.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for school. You could create a members Facebook group to start
Mhm.
as a beta program.
Mhm.
But since you're more of like a knowledge type coaching business, I believe that would be the best route to go.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we're going to want to book a call or two with you
For
because
sure.
prior to that, so that we can drill down even further and expand on. We've got this call. I love that we have this recording because we can go back and, take all of that, pull all that off, cut to
Yeah.
the quick, get to it quickly. But I have a real estate background and we know the power, as you have found out the power of coaching. I became very successful at flipping houses, and I would have never have been able to do any of that if I did not hire these young guns as coaches. So you will definitely be getting a call from us to at least have a couple of calls to help us get the structure figured out, and then maybe some maintenance ongoing to kind of a check-in, and we'll just, yeah, we're going to drill into what you got going on, because I already see the value.
Well,
Yeah,
awesome. Well, we
absolutely.
better.
I'm happy to help. And if folks are looking to learn more, we have that free resource, the free
Yep.
Facebook group too.
Okay.
And
So
it's facebook.com/groups/freelance alliance mastermind. So
any
All
other
right.
places they can find you at?
Yeah. And we'll add them in the show
Yeah,
notes
yep,
for sure.
yep.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean that's the big one for monthly recurring revenue.
Okay.
I'm happy to be friends on Facebook. That's the
Mhm.
main place where I'm at right now is Facebook.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Okay.
All
that's
right.
the best place.
Awesome.
All right. We
All
better
right.
wrap it up.
All right,
Wow.
Elliot. Yeah.
Where
Thank
did the
you.
time go?
I
Great
mean,
interview.
we can talk about this stuff forever. When you
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you, Elliot. It was so good to see you. I'm glad you're doing well and you're recovering. Unfortunately, you told us you had a small boo boo there, but you're doing well. So that's good. Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks so much. Good to see you guys. Thanks so much for having me, and happy to chat anytime.
All right.
Awesome.
We will be in touch. And as always, thank you in advance.
Just thinking and growing and learning and knowing and thinking and growing and learning and knowing. Yeah. Just thinking and growing and learning and knowing and thinking and growing and learning and knowing. Yeah. Yeah, we're thinking and growing and learning and knowing and thinking and growing and learning and knowing. Yeah. We're thinking and growing and learning and knowing and thinking and growing and learning and knowing. Yeah. We're thinking and growing and learning and knowing and thinking and growing